For assignment 3, you'll have to be able to record the output of your sequencer in Maximus P to an audio file, which you can then import into Reaper. So to do that, we're going to use an object called sfrecord, and I'm going to include this max patch along with the assignment instructions so you can take a look at this and modify this and import it into your sequencer. So this is very simple. Basically what we're going to do is we're going to create this object, and then you're going to route the audio to this object from the main outputs of your sequencer. So notice that I have my SF play just like you might have for your project. Here's a volume control, so you might have a gain object or a live.gain object, but I'm just using a simple multiply object for volume. And then the outputs of these are going to my DAC. So I'm just going to grab the output that's going straight to my DAC and route it to the inputs of the sfrecord object. Something I'm doing that's a little bit different than you might have done is I've used stereo instantiations of SF play. Essentially, if you type in an argument, here you can say how many channels the audio file you're going to play back has. So in this instance, I'm using a stereo audio file, so it's got 2 channels. And my sfrecord object also has to have 2 inputs in order to record a stereo file. So I don't know if any of you would have created a panning output where you might have your instruments panned either left or right, but this is a way to record a stereo file which will preserve your panning for when you import it into Reaper. So once I have an sfrecord object created and I have the audio from my output connected to it, the first thing I have to do is set a file name for the recording. So I'm just going to call this test. You can set where you want to save it. And the next thing I'm going to do is I'm just going to start recording here. So I'm recording audio, and as soon as I press play, I will have my audio being recorded. It's still recording now. Now my audio file is done. Stop recording, and it's automatically saved in the file that you set when you selected this open message. If I go back in my browser, I can find my audio file called test right here, and I can just sample it. And there it is. And it's just an audio format, AIF, just like a WAV file, just a standard uncompressed audio format we can throw into Reaper.